Good morning, everyone. This is Tile Creek Rock back for another exciting day here on the ARK Survival Evolved Crystal Isles map. This is day number 353 of our little adventure here, and well, today I am trying to move some wyverns around. It's going to be quite a mess here, I think. But I'm trying to move them all at the same time without having to cryopod them and wait for the cryo sickness to end and stuff. So I'm doing it this way. But I've already done this once and got about half the wyverns down in the valley. We're going to do this again. We've got quite a swarm of following us here. We're going to set up a feeding trough down here somewhere and try to get all these within range of it. It's going to be kind of a pain, and then I've got to organize them, separate them out, figure out which one's which ones are mutated. And since I'm going to leave them down here in the valley, I'm going to put them all on neutral so they can defend themselves. Then I'm just going to whistle stop all. See if they'll all land. Yep, they've landed right on top of each other, most of them. There's a few that haven't landed. They probably just can't find a spot. But this is what kind of a mess I'm dealing with wyverns right now. I don't have them all down here, but I have most of them down here now. I'm going to set up a big giant pen down here and try to fix up a place where I can actually breed wyverns. And let's see, I need to get down here and place a feeding trough somewhere. I think I'm going to use this tree as my feeding trough area so I can find it quickly. Maybe put a feeding trough right by this tree. I'll move it over in this direction just a little, I think, maybe. And I'll have to check at some point to make sure everybody's within range of it. I'm sure they probably are not right now. Okay, that's the problem I've got now, is where's my wyvern at? He looks like all the rest of them. May have messed up there. I've got a really high level wyvern I've been riding. And I've got him blended in with the rest of them now. This one's not in range of the feeding trough. One good thing about wyverns is you don't have to have saddles to move them around. So that would be a pain, wouldn't it? Where's my wyvern at? Okay, there he is, way over yonder. And this one is not close enough to the feeding trough. But we're going to move them around here. We've got this one. This is one of our mutated ones. We've got to separate out our mutated ones from all the other ones. And that's the one I'm riding right there, the 273. It was a 195 also, originally. I've got to move a few around here. The ones that can't reach the feeding trough, I've got to move. This guy is out of range. You're all right. This is the one I'm riding. There's a few of these up here that's not reaching it. So I've got to fix that. There's another one of my mutated ones. I'm not going to do this today because it's going to take a lot of time to organize these and get them ranged. Get them separated. I'm just going to make sure they can reach the feeding trough so none of them die. There's another one of my mutated ones. And then my tropical ones are out of range of the feeding trough also. So it might be better if I just put up a couple of feeding troughs. I don't know. Okay, you're in range of it now, and you're in range. Okay, I should have moved I was feeding trough a little further in this direction, I think. But I'm going to have to move my tropical ones real quick. But I'm going to figure out something down here to make all this work out. So I can start breeding wyverns again. Have a little bit of room. Need to bring a doty down here to gather all this stone. Make some fencing out of it. But ARK put out another patch or update today, and I just logged in and noticed something. I noticed my dino candy is gone, and then I looked in my storage boxes where I kept all that extra dino candy that I got. It is every bit gone again. So they decided they didn't want us having dino candy any longer. I kind of hate that because I was... Okay, these two are not in range of the feeding trough. Kind of hate that because I was going to go back up to the wyvern trench, and it was awful nice having dino candy where I could not have to feel like I was straining to get away from the wyverns. And now I can't. My wyvern's not going to be any faster than the ones that are there. Boy, this feeding trough does not reach out near as far as it needs to. But I've got to organize these wyverns at some point. Like I said, I'm not going to do that today. I'm just getting them in range of the feeding trough. So I don't want none of them to starve to death. Animals will starve to death if you don't keep them fed. And it's awful when you get the message that one of your animals has died and you realized it died because it wasn't getting food. I think we're all in good shape here now, so we can get out and do some other stuff. We did hatch those 2 eggs from yesterday. I'm going to take you back up to my base and show that here in a minute. Make sure that's the feeding trough on all these. We'll probably build us a pen and stuff down here later off camera and organize all these guys. But this is the bulk of my wyverns that I had up there on the side of the hill. There's still a few up there. I still got my blood wyverns up here. And I still got that one that's up on the very top of my Quetzal trap. And then I've got this one right here, which is one of my original 2 195s. I'll probably leave him up here because it's imprinted. And if I have to have a backup wyvern, it'll probably be that one. It'll be that 195 over there. Because all the other ones down in the valley, they're 195s also, but none of those are imprinted because they're for breeding. I've got another big bunch of T-Rex eggs about ready to hatch. They're about 7 minutes away, but anyway, I wanted to show you off those 2 eggs I hatched during the night. I hatched 2 more blood wyvern eggs. This is the 140. Looks pretty cool. I guess it's got red crystals on its head instead of the clear ones like these other ones do. Doesn't really have no great stats on it. It's got 4,900 health, so it's got more health than that 215 does. But the rest of the stats look pretty bad on it. And then we got this 225. It came out white with some red spikes and a sort of a peach colored belly. But it's got really good health. This one's got 8,000 85 health on it, so it came out really good on the health stat. And I think it's got the best weight stat also. It's got 564 weight and it's got 499 melee. I do have one with better melee though. That 215, I think it's got like 400 and something melee on it. Yeah, this one's got 427 melee, so this one's got the best melee of the bunch. It's grown now. So I'm going to move these two grown ones over here to the other side. Got these two blood wyverns over here. We'll probably just breed the blood wyverns up here on the hill, since that's the ones I want to work on next. And like I said, oh, we got another wyvern here I forgot about. This other 195. I forgot about this guy, but this is a slightly different 195 than my base 195, so I can breed him in with a line with my ember wyverns and get better wyverns that way. But the stats that he had was better, were like oxygen and food and stuff, stats that you don't really even care about. But he's got some cool colors. He's yellow and orange and white instead of the usual oranges and browns and stuff on the ember. I want to move another wyvern over here, and then we're probably going to get out and do something. Move that other blood wyvern, the other grown one. And we've got these two baby blood wyverns over here, but we're going to leave them over here until they grow up. 225, like I said, it's got a really good health stat on it. And then we're going to move this 150 over there with the other blood wyvern. So here's our two grown blood wyverns. We've got a couple in cryopods also. We'll get them out later if we decide we're going to breed and get them stats together. We've got a lot of projects going on, probably way too much to deal with. More than we can handle, I think. And then we got our parasaur breeding project. We're going to have to move them out into the grass over here, I think, to clear off our base. And I'm probably going to put those T-Rex eggs in the refrigerator and hatch them during the night, so we can get out and do something today. Kind of want to go back out to the Wyvern Mountain, but like I said, I don't have dino candy now, so I'm a little bit worried about it because my wyvern won't be able to outrun wyverns as easily anymore. These are still 4 minutes away from hatching, and I don't want to wait 4 minutes on them, so they're going in the refrigerator. We'll hatch them at night like we usually do. And do we need to do anything else while we're up here? I think we've got everything squared away so we can get out and do something. I'm going to fly back up to Wyvern Mountain. It's going to be a little bit more risky now though. And it's going to be a little bit slower of a journey too, since we don't have dino candy anymore. Don't know why ARK felt like they needed to make an update and get rid of the dino candy. I don't know if the update did anything else or not, but that's the only thing I've noticed so far. I noticed I don't have my dino candy. And I can't zip around super fast anymore. But we're going to fly over here to the Wyvern Mountain. Problem is now, if we see a really good wyvern, we're not going to be able to outrun it unless we'll have to take it over to our thing and get rid of it. If we get one following us, because we're not going to be able to leave it in the dust or hang it up on the mountain. We might still be able to hang them up inside the mountain or something. I don't know what we'll do. But that dino candy, I got spoiled on that. It was making things really easy over here. Well, let's fly back over here anyway, see what we can do. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another real high level egg over here today. I really dread running into another alpha wyvern though, because it was keeping up with one with dino candy. I'm gonna have to get water. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and land here. kind of been looking for more Quetzals up through here, but I haven't seen any more. Would like to find a really high level one to go with the one I've got. Maybe do some mating on those. There's a yellow supply drop, but it is a long ways from being down, so I'm not waiting on that. Let's get on over here to the mountain and see what's over here today. My wyvern is really strong, and I could probably kill most wyverns that attack me, but it was much easier when you could outrun them. There's a griffin. I still would kind of like to tame a better griffin, but I don't know when I'll ever get around to doing that, though. There's lots of them down here. Quite a few, and there's a wyvern way too close to me over here. What are you doing way out here? I'll land here and get my stamina back, and there's a purple wyvern. Wow. What are you? Oh, it disappeared before I could get a scope on it. We've got a purple wyvern over here. That looks kind of cool. Maybe we can get an egg from it. Maybe it is really high level and we can get an egg. Come on, get closer so I can get a scope on you. Well, I just ain't going to be able to get a look at it because it keeps going out of render range. He's only a level 30 tropical. Dang, that's bad. I'm going to get rid of him. Go ahead and get rid of him. See if I can handle a 30 with my slowed down speed now. Because he's going to lay, well, I haven't got no tropical eggs, so I don't know if a tropical ones lay eggs up here or not. It's going to be really difficult for me to outrun them now, though, since I don't have a dino candy. In fact, if I got a bunch behind me, I don't think there's any way I could ever get rid of them without doing this. I don't think I could ever outrun them. I really like those purple wings on this guy, though. That's pretty cool. No talon. I guess my wyvern done got it. You done get a talon? Yep, I done got a talon from that one. Well, I got a bunch of junk on him I need to dump. Let's head back up and see if we can see what level that other one we seen was. We should see one here in a minute. There it is, boy. It's way out there, ain't it? Just enough to where I can't get a scope on it. It is a level 30 ember. Boy, what's with the level 30s up here? I just keep finding level 30s. Let's get rid of it. I don't like level 30s. Can't do nothing with those. Even if they look real good, they're not no good. Where did you go? I lost him. Surely it didn't despawn out here right before my eyes. It's definitely gone. I think that just despawned, unless it went down in the trench or something. Which I really don't think it would have done. There's a green Paraceratherium down there, but he's getting pretty beat up by Griffins. Yeah, I lost that Wyvern. It just disappeared. It was right in here. It just is gone now. Let's look for some eggs. See what else we can see. Oh, there's a Wyvern. Don't want to get close to a good one. That is a 225. That might be the parent for that one I just hatched. If it is, I would definitely like another egg, if you don't mind. Lay another one up there. Where'd you go? Oh, it's hard to get them in range. It is a female blood crystal wyvern level 225. Yeah, that looks like the one I hatched the egg from. So that's probably the parent to the one I hatched. I would definitely like to have another egg from you, though, if you'd lay one. I'm not messing with that one. That one's basically highest level you can get, I think. I think 225 is probably the highest you can get on this game, on wyverns. I know it's the highest you can get from a tamed creature. If you tame a 150 and get a perfect tame, you get a 224, which is actually one level lower than that. But tech creatures can tame out a lot higher. You can get 180 tech creatures and they will tame out at 269. So I don't know about wyverns. I don't know what the levels are on those. Pretty unsure. But I'm thinking 225 is probably going to be the top. And I'm going to be real careful not to trigger that one over there. Maybe he'll lay me an egg. I'm not seeing any more wyverns other than that one. There are probably some inside if I get up the nerve to go in there. I'm a little uneasy being up here without the dino candy, though. I have to be honest about it, because I know all these wyverns can fly as fast as I can now. If I mess up and trigger the 225, I'll just have to take it down to the turrets and kill it, because I won't be able to outrun it. So I'm real concerned about that. I'm definitely not finding any eggs. So I think I'm going to go inside the mountain and see what's in there. That is where I found the alpha wyvern at yesterday, was up inside the mountain. There is an egg, though. It appears to be an ember one, and I did see a wyvern go down underneath me as I was going over this. This is going to get me in trouble right here. Because I will definitely have wyverns after me if I pick this up. Let's go. Get out of here. We do not want the 225 following us, whatever happens. We've got one after us. I can done see it. Maybe we've already give it the slip though. I did see a tail behind me when I was turning that corner over there. So I don't know. I'm thinking about leaving the Wyvern Mountain for today. I got an egg, even though it was a pretty poor one. And I don't seem to have nothing following me. And I'm worried about going over here because the 225 is over here. And there's another one. That is not the 225, I don't think, and it is after me. Is it after me? No, it's not after me. What is it? Ah. Come on, Wyverns, let me scope you before you pop out of render range. It's a blood, I think. It is a 210 blood, so we've got a 210 and a 225 blood up here today. Would really like you to go up there and lay us an egg somewhere, though. That is also a female. Both of the 210 and the 225 are both females. Let's fly on around here. There's a good chance let's get an egg from these two. Just got to be really careful. There's the 225, and he's right in close to where the egg spots are. Go over and drop me an egg down somewhere. I'm watching you. Right there's egg spots. Go ahead and do some. I don't know if you actually could see him doing it or not. He's probably fixing to pop out of render range though, and he's getting too far over this way. Yep, popped out of render range. Now I'm going to have to land for a stamina stop again. Yeah, I'm not going to kill those two high-level blood wyverns because I really want to get eggs from them. So I'm not going to lure them over to my wyvern trap thing, or my talon harvester, I guess is what I'm going to call it. And I see a wing flapping around right down in there, but I probably never get a scope on it. It's a level 30 something. Well, the timing of it's just right to block it, ain't it? Let's try to get rid of that one. I think it's a level 30 blood. We don't need him in here messing up stuff, so see if we can lure him up. Nope, that's probably the one, the egg. Well, no, the egg was a 125 egg. Wow, there is a pretty blue one down there. You see that? I'm going to get a scope on him. I want to see what that blue one is. There's a really pretty blue wyvern down there. Bound to be a tropical. I'm never going to be able to get a scope on it though. stuck in a wall over there. That's a 125. I think that's the one I got an egg from. I really want to see the blue guy. Maybe I can scope it from up here. I just don't think I can, though. It's really hard to scope stuff from above. Or if I can even see it again. I do not see it, but it's probably because I'm up too high, and it's probably just out of render range. Yep, I'm just not seeing it. I guess it's gone. Moved on to a different spot or something. If I fly in here, I'm going to get attacked. And you just can't back up with a wyvern. You just got to spin around. Puts you in much more danger. I don't know. There was a real pretty blue wyvern down in there. Check these egg spots again. I think it's getting a little bit late, so we're probably going to quit here in a couple minutes. Hoping to find a 210 or a 225 egg before I leave, though. And it is already 1800 hours. Get too far around this way either, because I know that 210 is right above me up here. Mess around and get too close to it. There's no eggs in any of these spots where eggs are usually at. There's something about these eggs. You can see an egg a long ways off. So you can be really way off. You can see the egg way before you can even see the nest. So you can spot eggs from quite a distance. But there doesn't appear to be none. I think I'm going to fly over the desert again and see if there's any Gigantosauruses spawned out in the desert before I call it a day. So we're not seeing no eggs. I don't see those wyverns because we're just up too high to get from the bend to render range. We're just too high up. But that's okay. Let's head out to the desert to where we find our giga at and see if there's anything out here. We're probably going to end the video off here in a minute. But I want to check this again because I do want to tame another giga if I can find one. I did come out here a few days back and tame a 150 vulture I found out right in here. looking for gigas, and I spotted a 150 vulture, so I had to tame it. And right here is for sure a giga spawn spot, but there's none here right now. We got what we got down there. We got a beetle down there. We'll probably get rid of the beetle, so that'll help things spawn better. Jug bug. What we got up here? Arthropleuras or snakes, and some mantises. Okay, look at the mantises really quick. I wish you could tame those on here. That one's only a 50 though. Wish you could get deathworm horns. That's only a 15. Boy, that is really bad. And then there's a really good one, a 140. But I don't think there's any way you can tame them on this map, because you can't get deathworm horns. At least I don't think you can. And I don't think they take any kibble. And right there's my trap. There's a couple of vultures. Let's see what level these vultures are. We might possibly tame another vulture. We find a really good one. Those aren't no good. Nope, those are really not no good. Well, there's one. There's a 150. Okay, I guess we'll tame us a vulture then. Let's tame us a vulture up before we quit this day. Kill these to get some spoiled meat, and then we'll go over and tame that 150 up. These are pretty bad ones over here anyway. Where'd the really low level one get off to? Okay, let's get some spoiled meat here going and try to tame up us a vulture. You are the 150, aren't you? There you go, 21% with one piece of spoiled meat. Vultures are quite easy. I should have this guy tamed up pretty quickly, or gal. This is a female 150. Usually take a little while before they're ready for their second feed, but after that they go really quick. And a wyvern is ideal for following them around. You're going to land again so I can check you, see if you're ready for another feed yet. Nope. Probably not ready yet. Nope, wait till hungry. It is really late in the evening though. We tamed this guy up, we're going to call it. It is a female 150 vulture. Where are you going? I'll follow around on the wyvern in case we run into anything bad. Oh, you're ready for another feed. I didn't wait too long, did I? 99.5%. Not a bad looking vulture. Ready for some more meat? Where are you going? I don't see it. Where did it go, wyvern? Did it run down behind you somewhere? Oh, there it is. Come on, you should be about ready for another feed. You're probably past due. I don't want to mess your tame up. If you don't land, it's going to be real difficult. 99% low. I'm about to lose a level on you. If you fly off again, I probably will. So it'd be nice if you just take your next speed here really quick without flying off. There we go. There's a 150 Vulture. Come here. Here's our little 150 Vulture tame. Pretty cool. But anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And thanks again for watching. This is Tile Creek Rock on the Ember Crystal Wyvern out here in the desert, signing out.